Myself Pallavi Anand, and today I am in another section of your biology. The second chapter which we're gonna discuss today is the nutrition in animals and plants. Nutrition by which animals and plants get their food, how they utilize their food, how they digest the food, and how the food get out from the body by the process of ejection. These are the things which we're gonna discuss over here. So the first some important fact which we're gonna discuss in this chapter are process of nutrition, teeth, and about the structure of teeth, about the four parts of the teeth, how we take care of our teeth. These are the things we will discuss in the chapter ahead. So the first which we're gonna discuss in this chapter is the process of human nutrition. Before the process of human nutrition, I should clear that in different organism, there are different methods to procure the food. Some of the animals have different structure, they build up the different structure to capture the food. So as we know, all the human beings, all the macroscopic organisms, the animals are heterotrophic in nature. They are, as in a previous chapter we already have discussed about the autotrophic and heterotrophic. So it is quite clear for you all that all the animals, human beings and microscopic organisms are heterotrophic in nature. So they cannot prepare their own food. Just they trap the food, they just organize the food, they just arrange the food for their growth and development. So as they are intaking the food, as they are just getting and taking the food, they need this food to be break down into the simpler form. As the food is being break down, the food need to be absorbed. The food need to be absorbed. The food need to give the energy as well. After giving energy, the leftover food is being ejected through the body. The leftover, you cannot keep the food in our body forever. So as we are taking the new food, the old or the digested food, already digested food, or the food which the leftover part which are undigested is being given out by the body by the process of injection. So today we will discuss about the process of human nutrition. And human beings take the food through their hand. The process by which we intake the food with the help of hand is the injection. In different organism, the organism use different body parts to intake the food. As you have seen the cows, buffaloes or grass eating animals, they used to directly pick up the grass or the leaves from their mouth. Some you have seen the amoeba, they develop the pseudopodia, the false feet to eat their food. If you have seen the hydra, they use tentacles. You have seen the butterfly, they use their tube like structure in their mouth to suck the nectars. Paramecium use cilia, that is the brush like structure by which they get their food. These are the different type of intaking of food. But human beings intake their food with their help of hand. Are you eating food with your mouth directly? No. We intake our food with the help of our hand. So getting food and keeping it in our mouth is togetherly known as, or collectively we can say it as the injection of food. Injection of food is the intaking of food. The next we will discuss about the digestion. Digestion means the breakdown of the solid food into the simple soluble molecules which is easily digested. As you are having a chapati, you are eating chapati, you are taking the chapati with the help of your hand, but is the same chapati is ejected from our body? No, that is converted into the fecus, and this whole process is being termed as digestion. Whole process is being termed as digestion. Digestion is the breakdown of food, breakdown of solid food into simple soluble molecules. Understood? The next process of nutrition is absorption. The absorbing the digested food is absorption. The absorbing the digested food. Now, food is being taken. It is breakdown into the simple part, and that is digestion. And now that digested food is being absorbed by our body. That is absorption. Next is assimilation. Assimilation is the process in which these digested food, absorbed food, is transferred to the body cells for the energy providing. When the food is being absorbed, then this absorbed food is not kept at a place. It is being distributed all together with the help of blood, is it? These absorbed food is nutrition. Now, after digestion, that is termed as nutrition. After that, when these food are being absorbed, these nutrition are being transferred to the different body part with the help of blood, different body cells with the help of blood, and to provide energy. That is known as assimilation. After that assimilation, the food, undigested food, which is left in the small intestine, all the food is being digested and the food is being transferred into the large intestine for the absorption of extra water and salt. In a small intestine, the digestion completed and the leftover undigested food is being transferred to the large intestine for the absorption of extra water and leftover some salt. Okay, after that, in the large intestine, when all the extra water is being absorbed, the food is transferred in the rectum into the rectum for the ejection. Ejection is the thrown out of the waste food from the body in the form of feces. Hopefully you have understood the process of human nutrition. These are injection, digestion, absorption, assimilation and ejection. Okay. Next topic which we gonna discuss is the number of teeth in human beings. As you have very much known that in human beings there are 32 teeth. We have a set of 16 teeth. Two sets of teeth are there, permanent and temporary. So permanent teeth or temporary teeth. Temporary teeth are the teeth which we are having up to the age of, you can say, the milk teeth. That is the temporary teeth which break down and then the permanent teeth grow. So there are, when the permanent teeth have the 4 types, they are incisor, canine, premolars and molars. They are, incisor teeth are the first 4 teeth in front of our set of the teeth. The first 4 teeth which you see, that is the incisor, and that are helpful in biting and cutting. When you used to intake the food, what you used to do? You used to bite or cut your food, isn't it? So with the help of incisor we used to do. That are 4 upside and 4 downside. So there are 8 incisors. How many incisors are there? There are 8 incisors altogether. So you can find here there are 8 incisors altogether. These purple color are the incisors. Okay. Next we will discuss about the canine. So can you see here the incisors? The first 4 teeth in each of the jaw, upper jaw and the lower jaw, are the incisors which are 8 in number and help in cutting and biting of food. Next is canine, the pointed teeth after the incisor. The pointed teeth after the incisor is canine. You can see here the sky blue color teeth, cyan color, that is canine. You just check your teeth as well, that is canine. 4 together, 4 all together. 2 in each set, 2 in each jaw. First here, this side, here and here. There are 4 canines. These canines are used to tear the food. These canines are used to tear up the food. You are having the non-vegetarian food, then you used to tear it, isn't? So, animals, you can find in animals, herbivorous animal, in carnivorous animal, you have seen the incisors, they are grown up little bit more, isn't? So, that is the canine. Next, we will discuss about the premolars. The premolars are used for cutting and grinding the food. Molars and premolars are the broad teeth. They are broad in shape and they used to cutting and grinding. They used to grind, they make the food very soft and they used to thus grind the food. Okay. So you can see here green color, that is the premolar, and last 3 in each side yellowish color teeth, that is the molars. So is it clear? The 4 type of teeth: incisor, canine, molar and premolars. The incisor are used for biting the food, canine used for tearing the food, premolars are used for cutting the food, and molars used for grinding the food. Digestion start in the mouth and with the help of these teeth and saliva. Next we will discuss about the mold structure of teeth. So the next topic which we are going to discuss in this session is the structure of teeth. What are the structure of teeth? So the teeth is having the divided into the three part, that is crown, neck and root. The part of a teeth we can see by our naked eye or the surface is the crown area, and the portion which is attached to the pulp, which is attached to our pulp, that is neck portion, and the rest is crown which is inside our pulp. Okay, that is the root area. All the nerves, vessels, sensation, all the things are containing in this area, that is the root part of the teeth. So the different the first white covering of a teeth which we can see, that is the enamel, which is the hardest part of the body. Enamel is the covering, white covering which you see by your eyes, that is the topmost part, that is the enamel. That is the enamel and it is the hardest part of our body. The second part under the enamel, that is dentine, that is being covered by the enamel, and this is also very hard and made up of bone. Enamel is made up of calcium salt and dentine is made up of bones. That is all. Dentine is also very hard in nature and is being covered by the hardest part, that is enamel. Enamel is the outer covering of the teeth and dentine is inside the enamel. Next we will discuss about the pulp. Pulp is the part which contains blood and nerve vessel. All the blood and nerve vessels are contained in the pulp sector. And you can see here the nerve supply, all the bloods and all the sensation, all the things is being supplied by the nerve supply. This is the structure of a rough structure of a teeth. You can just find it out in your book also. And next we will discuss about the caring, how we can maintain the hygiene in the teeth. So as you are listening it from the very childhood that we should brush our teeth twice a day. So this is the first precaution we can take to preserve our teeth. How we can do the dental care. We should brush our teeth twice a day. We should wash our mouth, wash our teeth after each and every meal. If possible, we should wash our teeth after every meal to preserve it from the particles, food particles in our mouth, in our teeth, and when the food materials are stick to our teeth, it will create cavities. So we should wash our mouth after every meal. Third is we should not eat the sticky food. The food which are sticky in nature, the sweet items are being avoided for the dental care. When we come in the dental care, we should avoid the sweet food because sweet food stick with our teeth and create the cavities. And one more thing which we will do in a care of teeth, that we should eat the self-cleaning vegetables, self-cleaning food as raw vegetables, raw fruits, which help our teeth to clear by themselves. Okay, so carrot, radish, this type of food when we will eat, these are hard in nature and it act as a self-cleaning food. So today up to here, please go through your books once again, study these topic, what are the process of nutrition, teeth in human, structure of teeth and the care of teeth. In the next session we will discuss about the digestion, the full digestion part, and the digestion in grass eating animal also and in amoeba also. Thank you. Take care.